And we're live. Finally. Uh, Me and
Greetings.
TNFS, yes, we were talking backstage. Me and TNFS were chatting for about like 10, 15 minutes. And I was setting up my Rumble um, account. And I want to link it to StreamYard. And I want to link it. Um, so tomorrow it could be happening. Tomorrow, well, so if I get a response and it works, if I get a response and everything goes how it's supposed to go, I could be streaming on Rumble tomorrow. We got a comment. We got MGTOW Smurf. He was probably ready to. He was probably there 5 minutes ago or 8 minutes ago. And we got Hemi who's tuning in. Um, I'll post the link. People want to join. I've been trying to move away from just talking strictly about depressing conspiracy stuff, but it has to be talked about. So so we'll talk about we'll talk about female. So we'll talk about conspiracy theories. We'll talk about female nature. We'll talk about fucking. We'll talk about anything and everything interesting.
So we're going to get into what money, the tab, 304s, and what's the last one? I can't
And
see that, man.
purpose.
Yeah.
And purpose. A man with purpose. He's usually not in a suicidal state of hopelessness. If you're chasing pussy, to me, you're not a man with purpose. If you're chasing, if your purpose is to chase pussy, that's a meaningless existence. At the end of the day.
Well, that's the whole problem here. Is a lot of guys want to learn how to do that and become a player, but there's no gain to be had. You're going to be one of those guys, and to me, you don't chase it; they chase you, and that's what it's all about. The moment you chase, the moment they're not interested. So you're going to up your game and to make yourself more interesting. So the way you talk, the way you act, the way you dress, you know, for success, really, business, and you've got to sell yourself. And I think a lot of us guys, nice guys or simps, we don't know how to sell it because we're too nice. We can't sell something that's not real because it's fake. And that's the problem with us, I think.
A pimp quote is to sell a bitch a dream. Pimps, they always say. I always hear pimps say, "You got to sell a bitch a dream." That's what they say.
And what do they say? Like, how do they get them to, like, what's the dream basically? Well, I mean, what are they selling?
They're selling. They're selling. If you roll with me, you're gonna get protected. You're gonna make money. You're gonna get a fuck a bunch of dudes. You're gonna get to fuck a bunch of dudes and manipulate them. You're gonna roll with me. We might have a good. I don't know. I think pimps. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Usually, I try to sell a woman a good time, or a good fuck, or whatever. That's usually what I usually don't try to sell them a lifestyle. I'm right off the bat. I try to sell them I am a good time or I am a good fuck. At first, I don't say, look, I'm gonna bankroll your whole fucking lifestyle on day one. You know?
I think a lot of these pimps that's what they sell, and what they don't realize is the guy's going to get all the money, and all their hard-earned work is the pimp's money, not their money. So by the time they realize that, it's over and out.
Yeah, the pimps, they usually take it all and they sell fantasies. Um, and they sell it's usually a manipulation. Pimps, like I mean, I couldn't even imagine I'm selling the premise of selling pussy and just and telling a woman that I want her to belong to me, but I want her to sell her pussy. I can't get I can't I can't wrap my hand I can't wrap my head around that.
Well, I mean, some women have got to do it. I mean, they've got a drug problem, they've got an alcohol problem, so they've got to get that fixed. And and the only way they can do it is to use their body, sell their body, to get their next fix. Just like a drug addict, they've got to keep on getting that next emotional high. So that's why they just keep doing it, and they've been doing it for many decades, and they can't get out of that cycle of abuse, even though it is constant abuse. I'm not saying the guy's doing anything physical, but the alcohol, the drugs, and then you're having sex on a regular basis. That all brings self-doubt, and your self gets destroyed after a while, and they just can't get out of that rut, that big hole they've dug for themselves. So they need counseling, they need help, but we're not going to save them. So who else have we got in the chat here, guys? Are you still here, Hemi?
My internet went off. I don't know what happened, but
yeah, it went silent there for 30 seconds.
Yeah, like my internet, it spazzed out. But so I was on about I'm selling dreams, and I don't know where you went with the conversation.
I just said basically, they've got to feed their addiction, and they can't dig themselves out of the hole that they've created, basically.
Mm. People want the links. Hold on. It's funny. Hold on. Or you could talk. I just want to give people the links.
How many are in the stream? Because I'm only in the Streamlab here. I can't.
I'm on Discord.
Are you doing this on Discord, are you? See, I'm new to all this.
I think Brandon wants in.
Yeah, you can join.
Going to do this.
So this is not on YouTube, basically.
No, it is. It's on 2 YouTubes. On 2 YouTubes. Brandon, on 2 YouTubes right now. Mr. Avatar, how you doing? What happened with the Chiefs?
I'm doing great, man. It's a beautiful night. My team just won.
Glad to hear it.
So everybody was saying the Chargers were going to beat them because the Chargers have a real defense and blah, blah, blah. Well, fuck them. They lost.
It's always good when your team wins, eh?
Yeah, especially against a divisional opponent. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, one of the things when I've been out and about traveling the world, I've always been able to follow my sports teams, and I started doing that in the Navy, and it's really let you stay in touch with the people back home, even if you don't fucking go to the games very often. I've always been a huge sports fan, and I played football, played baseball when I was younger, and now I can, I really love watching the games. But the price of beer at the stadium, oh my God. What the
like when
fuck were they thinking? Jesus.
We got Bandit. I'm in here for the first time. We got Bandit. Welcome,
Hey.
Bandit. First
Hey,
time here.
what have you guys been up to? Everybody doing good?
Yeah. Brandon was just talking about overpriced. Brandon was talking about overpriced food and drink at stadiums.
Yeah.
That's what you have to get your pregame on if you want to save some money.
Oh, hell yeah. Do that tailgating.
what were they charging for a beer?
Like $8
Well,
or more.
it depends. They even have fucking beer guys. They've got fucking kegs on their back, and they walk up and down the stands. It's a beautiful thing. And when it gets colder, they have the hot fucking hard cider dudes, but they don't have those guys out yet.
I just went to a concert and literally just to see a band, and Miller Lite tall, pounder was $13 for one pounder.
Jesus.
I know. You can buy 2 of them for like a case. Yeah. Concerts are the worst. They make like football. They make football look like it's cheap. It's insane.
Yep. But anyways, one thing you never want to do is buy a prostitute a beer at a football game.
She's lucky to get some dick. Well, actually, if I buy a prostitute, I'm just there for a nut. I actually can't take it slow and make love to a prostitute. I'm just there to bang her out. Like I can't take it slow with a prostitute. I'm just there to bang her out and just bust my load on wherever I want.
Well, you need to open your mind because some people like to fuck in public, and you see people getting busted at the baseball games every year, fucking some girl in the stands.
Yeah. I mean, it's live on television. That's pretty dumb.
It is pretty dumb, but it's still pretty funny. And
Yeah.
they always make the fuck, you know, they always make Pornhub.
You know,
I guarantee you right now, if you were to do a Pornhub search, you could find stadium sex, and you'd find 80 or 90 videos. I guarantee it.
Yeah, they're all there. You know, one of the interesting thing is they're voyeurs. They like to be seen and be caught. That's why they do it.
Yeah, but do you think that any of those chicks were prostitutes, or were they just sluts?
on Pornhub.
Yeah, well, the ones getting fucked in the stadium.
Probably
They're-
sluts.
They're most likely sluts. A prostitute. She just wants to get the fuck out of the way for the most part.
Yeah, but let's say you hired an escort. You didn't have a girlfriend. You were a monk, but you wanted to bust a nut in public. You know, and you don't want to fucking take the time and make the effort to find yourself a slut to go fuck at the stadium. You know, I can see hiring an escort to do that.
If the price is right and she has no shame, she'll probably do
Well,
it.
she's a fucking escort. Of course, she has no shame.
Well, behind closed doors, you know, only certain people know about the escorts. You know, she can go to a different city and nobody will know who the fuck she is.
Okay.
But if she's on camera, but if she's on fucking live television, everybody will know who the fuck she is. Maybe.
Oh, it won't take too long if you watch the comments on Pornhub and whatnot, and you start reading them. Who is she? Where is she? You know, where does she live? Eventually, they all get found out. You know.
Yeah, like that one. What was it? She was the fucking law student there at Duke.
I'm Bella Knox.
Yeah.
I'm Bella Knox. She's a feminist.
Yeah, she's a real feminist. I want to show my fucking feminine power by being the biggest slut ever. Yay!
And she got skull fucked and abused. And she
Yep.
and she signed up for for abuse porn.
Because that's empowering.
Out of all the porn, niches, she signed up for the most hardcore facial abuse you can imagine.
Because she wants to be dominated and to be humiliated. I mean,
It's because she's a radical feminist bitch all the rest of the time. So of course she has to surrender herself in the most fucking extreme way to a man during sex. You know, women are insane. No wonder fucking a third of them are on head meds. That's just fucking nuts. How can you have that type of dichotomy of thinking inside one creature? It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, you know, a lot of them got personality disorder, and you know, I mean, how do you word this? Like it, they want to be treated as equal, and then all of a sudden they're getting face smashed.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't compute, but they don't want Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, no. That doesn't turn us on because they want to be humiliated. I mean, we're not just talking about spanking or whatever. We're talking full-on base humiliation. And those sort of guys are sadists and narcissists. And
yeah, they fucking give them the old fucking fish hook and fucking hold their eyes open and fucking shit. It's
And if you watch some of those videos, right at the end of those videos, the guys will, oh, how'd you like, did you like it or whatnot? Oh yeah, I loved it. I'm coming back for more. And you're just sitting back going, "Are you kidding me? Like this is the most grossest, detest video I've seen." But a normal guy doing that, you'd be called a misogynist, you'd be called a sexist, you'd be called a rapist, and the rest of it. Like, and then they do the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's crazy. Chicks are just fucking crazy. It's fucking weird. My ex-wife, my second one, liked to be, almost raped. She didn't want me to ask permission. She just wanted me to fucking bend her over and stick it in.
Wow.
So, she didn't want to be romanced. She didn't want any of that shit. She just wanted to be taken.
Did you ever spit in her asshole?
No.
You need to get on that level of savage. You need to get on that level of savage, Brandon. If a chick bends over, you just spread her asshole open. You just fucking spit in that motherfucker, bro. You just.
Fucking hell, Seiko.
You can, and there's two ways. You can either spread it open and spit straight into it, or you can just let the spit, or you could be over her ass and just let the spit like drop right into her asshole.
Well, there you go, man. And I will let you do that kind of shit. I don't get off on it.
Two very good times. Two very good times, Brandon. Two very good times for the record books.
Yeah, not for me, brother.
Two very great memories. Either, and it's more challenging if you spit and you try to like let it land right in her, like if you spit and you try to let it land, like if you're right above or bent over ass and you let the spit just drop like, and you try to get it to land right in her asshole. It takes a lot of skill.
I suppose you could grab some lipstick out of, you could grab some lipstick out of her purse and make it into a target.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
That'd be kind of funny. Or if she was, a real sadist chick, you could go have her tattoo a target on there.
It's just fun from time to time. It's just fun, like, it's like shooting darts.
Yeah, I suppose the target, tattoo is sort of a bad idea because the bullseye would always be brown.
You have to make sure she washes her ass before you do anything. And oh man, I have a story. I have to make sure she washes her ass. But I did meet a hooker. Oh my god, I don't even want to tell this story.
The dirty ass hooker?
It was a filthy ass. Like, dude, it wasn't even like a small drop of shit. It was a whole her whole, oh my god.
Oh
Oh, like oh my god,
he's throwing up.
No, but I had to clear my throat. Jesus, that is disgusting.
No, okay, I'll tell the story. I called her up. I went to the whorehouse. I went to the brothel, and there were two girls there, and they were just like these stuck up prima donna chicks, I guess you can call them. Okay, so I called up the third hooker, and I was like, hey, can you come here? I called up the third one, and I was like, hey, you want to come here? And whatever, we'll fuck or we'll go somewhere else. She comes through, and she was taking a shit when she left her house, and she came to the house, and she came to the brothel with her pants full of shit. It was disgusting.
Yuck.
Why don't you want to
Hanging out
cam
for-
up? Why don't you want to
Well-
cam up, Brandon?
I don't have my shirt on, and I don't feel like putting it back on.
You're in a hotel. You're in an just turn the AC on, right?
The AC is on.
Come on, a tank top. Come on,
Fuck,
Brandon. I'm
You
a
don't
white
need to
beater.
see me. Fuck, you know what I look like.
I want to look you. I'm right in your eye. When
No,
I
you
tell
don't.
you. I want to look
You
you.
know, you've got your makeup on, and
I
or
want to
not your
look
makeup,
you.
but
I'm right
you
in
have
your
your
eye.
Halloween costume on. You don't need to see me. Everybody knows what I look like.
When I tell you the hooker stories where I spit, I literally I'm bent this bitch over. They can you cam up? I literally I'm bent this bitch over. I literally bent this bitch over. Oh, thank you. Thank fucking God. Britain, stay like that.
Look me
please.
in the eyes.
I
Right
wanna
there.
look
Look
you
him in
in
the
the
eyes.
eye. I want to look you in the eye when I tell you that I bent this bitch over, and I stood. I'm right over her, and I let the spit and I let the spit drop, and I let the spit just drop. I'm right into her asshole, and I've done this on several. I've done this many times. I've done this on several many occasions. I've let my spit. I've let the spit just drop. I'm right into the hookers. I'm asshole, and not only hookers. I've had friends with benefits that I've done this with. I've done this too.
Good for you.
Appreciate it. It was a great time.
I was happy to help you remember.
Yeah, and I'm trying to even remember how it even came. I'm trying to even remember like, okay, this is because it's challenging. The thing that's kind of good about it is if you're like right next to the girl's ass and your face is like right there, you could spit and it'll just hit. But if you're like I can't, this fucking green screen. Like, okay, where are my hands? This fucking green screen. If the hooker is here, and you're here, it's like it's so it's so challenging for the spit to drop, for the spit to hit right in the asshole, like not dripping and spilling. We're talking as soon as the saliva leaves your mouth, it lands right. I'm right there.
Yeah. I can't fucking even imagine, the type of fucking worthless person it takes to fucking sit still for that type of abuse for money. How fucking low and fucking no self-esteem you have to have to fucking sit there and think, okay, I'm going to make $300 if this guy spits in my asshole.
If
Before
the
he
chick is
fucks
really
me.
into you,
Fucking.
if the
I
chick
don't
is
know.
really into you, she'll go for it.
I was thinking of the prostitute.
If the chick is really into you, she'll go for some shit. I'm like that. I'm Brandon. Why don't you bro? Just cam up. Why don't you cam up? Just this avatar shit is for the birds.
It
Cam
is
up,
what it
Brandon.
is. It's what it is tonight. I don't feel like
and you
I
sound
don't feel like getting dressed, man.
and you sound like you got like you sound like I don't know like you've been smoking cigars. You sound like you've been smoking cigars and cigarettes for the past 6 months. Like
No, I was cheering during the game.
you sound like you have throat or lung cancer right now. It's like
Oh, maybe I do.
I'm trying to tell you a story.
But I have lots of good phlegm in the back of my throat, so I'm sure that if I was to spit in any asshole, it could be like a lubricant, and
Oh, well,
I could tell her I was going to fuck her dry, but I'd hawk that big old loogie in there, and then all that mucus would make it fucking nice and slippery.
But I think you reached on a good point there. I mean,
this fucking green
the
screen. Yo,
trouble.
this fucking green screen is shit. I
Yes,
need.
it is.
All right, people. Send a donation. I ask anybody. I ask anybody the fuck out there to send a donation because I need a fucking green screen because this is not working. This is just not good. And
Yeah, it looks like Zoom call quality green screen.
and send Brandon a donation so he can buy himself like a tank top and fucking cam up because that's also kind of making the show worse. So we need the green screen and a tank top fund if people would be so kind.
But I think Brandon, you reached on a really good point. I mean, the sort of person that would go to those sickening low levels to be humiliated for money. Like there are good escorts out there that high end that will want to be treated with dignity, like to some degree, but to be that humiliated and all that crap, I just
some of them get surprised in a good way, and some of them get surprised in a bad way when I spit. I'm in their asshole. It's not always candy and roses when you spit in a girl's asshole. It's not always candy and roses when it's not,
I'm just trying to picture it in my head. How the fuck do you even do it? Like
no, like it.
I mean,
The most skill. Because I told you that there's two main options. You either put your head right there and you take both hands and you spread her ass open and you spit in there, and usually you don't miss. But but I'm nice avatar. But
yeah,
but when you stand over, when you stand over, like you're let's say you're standing and she's on the bed, bent over, and you're see this fucking. If you're about 4 feet above her asshole, if you're about 4 feet above her bent over asshole, you have to spit like you have to aim like for the spit to land right in her asshole.
Mate, I'm too tall, mate.
It's not easy.
I'm really hitting the ceiling. Like, fuck.
It's not easy. How tall are you, TNFS?
6'3".
6. You see, I'm about 6. I'm about 6. Like if you were like the point. Okay, if you were like 7 feet tall, it would be even harder. But the point is, if you're like 3 or 4 feet above her asshole, you have to have so much skill to have the spit just land perfectly. I've missed before.
And Charles Schwab made you miss.
Klaus Schwab?
Yeah, whatever.
We can talk about that.
Yeah, he made you miss because Klaus Schwab secretly wants to be an escort, so he doesn't like to see them being abused. All those German guys are freaky fuckers.
Can you put a tank top on and cam up?
No.
You have air conditioner.
I know.
You have air conditioning. There's no excuse, bro. I'm talking to a Greek statue with face palm. I'm talking to.
Yes, you are, and I appreciate that.
It takes a lot of skill to land your spit right in your asshole. Takes a lot of skill to land that spit right in her asshole.
Oh,
But you're right. I mean, some of these chicks out here are, well, they're nearly like some of the guys. They're sadists. There's some sort of mental problem there where they just like to be dominated, humiliated to the point where they're not even a human being anymore. And you know, I just don't get it. I mean, for money, like I'm sure they could to do better just to get $1. You know what I mean? Like they can't be that hard up to do those sort of acts. But I mean, if they're out there trying to get their next fix, well, you've got to take what you can get, I guess. So are we done on the women or
On spitting in hookers' assholes, I don't know. You could spit it if you're in a long-term relationship and the girl is into you. I'm spitting in her mouth and spitting in her asshole. That's a keeper.
that's a big old fucking red flag.
That's a
red flag, my friend?
That's a fucking keeper. No, I mean because if she does it for you, that's a good thing. If she does it for the whole town, that's a different story.
Well, we all know that they're monkey branching all the fucking time. And if she does it for you,
dick jugglers.
She probably did it for the last guy, and she'll probably do it for the next guy.
Absolutely. She's not doing it just for you. I mean, it's...
unless she's a virgin, no.
I mean, I kind of find that kind of stuff disturbing that a chick would go down that route, and I find it disgusting in some of the porn, what they do. It just turns me off. The face humiliation stuff for oral, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't enjoy it. Nice, slow, and intense, and that's what it's all about. That's where I look at things, and love making, and yeah, sure, the hard fucking from time to time. I mean, but all this kink stuff, that's where it gets. I've got to up the next high, like another addict. You've got to up the next high. What can we go to our next low? What's more creepier? What's more cringier? And it gets to a point where if she's willing to do that, how far is she willing to go? And as Brandon just said,
she should go as far. She should go as far as it takes to make me happy. That's how far she should go.
Yeah, I mean, I agree to a certain point, but I mean, if someone's trying their hardest and it's not good enough, well, then, you should lay the terms and conditions out before the relationship's even been established, or even sex has started, to say, this is what I'm looking for in a relationship or marriage. And I think you're going to find those sort of women very, very hard to find. You've got to look in sort of dominant, submissive sort of areas for those type of women, and more those sort of women are like narcissists or these psychopath sort of women. I mean, I'm not talking about prostitutes, but that's the sort of relationship that I think you're kind of looking for, some sort of dominant humiliation role. Would I be correct on that?
Well, I got my YouTube open and I want to mute it because I'm trying to.
Well, with some of the stuff that we're talking about, it'd be shut down in a fucking minute.
Okay. No. Well, I was trying to pull up a meme to show you guys, and I probably will have it at some point. But to what you said, but to as far as I'm thinking, if I'm with a chick, I'm thinking I'm thinking if I'm with a chick for 20 years, if I'm with a chick for 20 years, and on our 20th year anniversary, I just spread her asshole open and spit right in. Hey, remember this? You remember this? You fucking dirty skank! Like that would be great, actually. If that would be great if you remember 20 years ago when we first met and I was spitting in your asshole and power fucking you and choking you out and like it would be great if 20 years later it would be great if there was still that intensity 20 years later and we were still fucking after years and years.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand where you're coming from, and I mean, as I said, I mean, as just Brandon just said, these sort of chicks are the red flags, the ones that have got a lot of mental issues and health issues, and you just stay the fuck away from them. I mean, come on, dude. Like, I mean, this is what red pill and Megtail's all about. Keep away from the crazy chicks. I mean, yeah, they might be submissive and all that to a certain degree, but eventually you're going to deal with some sort of psychopath sort of woman that's going to really do you a good one. I don't know. I mean, good old lovemaking is good enough for me, I think.
God damn it, Brandon.
I like that. That's cute. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just old-fashioned, I guess. I mean, good old lovemaking, and some good old hard fucking. I mean, that does the job for me. I mean, each to their own, but I mean, that whole choking thing, dude. You're one step away from
prison.
Yeah, dude.
Brandon called it.
I'd be very careful on that, and this passing out, I would keep away from that.
Let's go, Brendan.
So that's all I can say, man. Is I mean, I don't want to sound like your doctor that you go to get professional help, but I mean, I don't like that sort of stuff, and these are the sort of things that I accidentally choked her too much and she fucking passed out or she died, and all of a sudden you're up for attempted murder and no, we were doing this and doing that. Doesn't matter. She's dead, and all of a sudden you're handcuffed. You
got a pig on the panel.
So, I mean, as I said, man, like each to their own. You do you, and whatever makes you happy is all the better. But yeah, that's all I can say, really.
Sometimes you got to spit in a hooker's asshole. All I got. Would you stop? Would you stop with the fucking pig noises, Brandon?
Would you stop with the spitting in the chicks' assholes?
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's like playing with pig and shit.
It's natural.
Brandon does it in kosher, thankfully.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing to spit in a girl's asshole and to not miss, and to have it, and to get it to land.
Yeah, a lot of women in their 40s are getting desperate for cock lately.
And to get it to land on the first attempt, to get it to land, I'm right in her asshole, like on the first shot. It's such a beautiful thing.
AKS, you could go for cougars in their 40s, as they're so desperate you can fuck them for free.
I did. I remember a 46-year-old with a roast beef pussy.
Yeah. Was she attractive?
Minus the roast beef. Yes. Big tits and fat ass and a tramp stamp and a roast beef.
Yeah. Wow.
What are you complaining about?
That's not too bad.
In the tramp stamp and the roast beef.
Oh yeah.
The big tits, the tramp stamp and the roast beef was a deal breaker.
What's
Yeah.
the Trans Am?
I'm Brandon. You want to tell him what a tramp stamp is?
Is that the tattoo about the ass?
Yes.
And have you lied to women just telling them you love them and just to fuck them? I've known guys who do that.
You there, Brendan? Come to definition, please.
My sister told you.
Well, with a tattoo on the back.
Yeah, the tattoo with the butterfly. It's an indication that you must go in the ass to. That's a new route. Ass and pussy.
Well, it's kind of like the that 1 inch collar around the neck. I mean, that's a sign of submission and some sort of chokehold or something like that. And that's what it's all about, is keeping away from the freak show, all these red flags. And, you know.
Yeah, it's a red flag. It means the woman doesn't value her body, basically.
Well,
she values the pleasure over anything else.
Girls like that are good for fucking, but they're not good for girlfriends or wives.
Well, you can go out with them if they are tolerable, but you're not going to.
You can go out with them, but yeah, you don't want to invest in them.
I've been with a bunch for a few weeks. I mean, they're not too bad. Some you don't even break up because they become too intolerable. They just go to another guy. That's all, and they forget about you.
Well, you got to find a good one, and it takes a lot of heartache and a lot of bullshit until you find the right one, I suppose. I mean, and even then, you're not going to get everything that you want. So, to find something half decent or whatever, or a good relationship, it's hard to find. I'll give you that one right now.
Well, you're married, right, Narc?
Hey,
you're married, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, how confident do you think you are that you're not gonna get divorce raped?
What she stands for and whatnot. She's only been with a couple people, long-standing relationships. She even gave her house to her ex. Like, it doesn't apply. Her happiness is better than money or whatnot. I mean, I've been with her for fucking 11, 12 years now, and I think what she stands for or whatnot, been through her phone, met for many, many years, can't find anything, and so the trust issues have all gone, and as I said, but is she a keeper? Yeah. Is she good looking? For her age and whatnot. But I mean, you're not going to find everything in a woman and still be happy.
There's one way to find good women and to keep them. You have to be part of a religious community. You be Muslim or you be Jew, Orthodox Jew. Women will behave. Trust me. And they will give you that pussy, and you will find them. They are quite attractive in those communities.
Yeah, they know the consequences. And they know the consequences. They're going to get ostracized.
Yeah.
They're going to get ostracized, or they're going to get rocks thrown straight at them.
Yeah, they get lynched. They get beaten. In Muslim countries, women get beaten to a pulp. Let's just say that. Like you cannot even recognize them after. If they become adulterous, let's just say that.
But I mean, that's the problem in today's society, just trying to find a good one. you got to go through a lot of heartache, a lot of bullshit. And it wasn't until I found her that my life started getting better, not for the worse. I mean, I'm on here because of false accusations and helping men to deal with the red flags, and that's what it's all about. Because at the time I was, in the workplace and I had false accusations thrown at me, and I'm just out here just to warn guys about that. And if it wasn't for that, I'd be full-blown mental for sure. I'd probably go monk to keep away from them, and that's how I strongly feel. And there's a lot of nutcases out here, so for me, that's what I really stand for. So,
Well, I wish your marriage good luck. You need.
oh look, I mean, we have our ups and downs like everyone else, and there's a little bickering from time to time. Is she everything that I always wanted? No. Could it be better? Absolutely. But I'm not out of preaching that I've got a good marriage. I mean, she can't bear children. It is what it is. I mean, and well, in this day and age, in this fucking world, I don't want kids anyway to bring them in this what's going to transition.
Yeah, look at what dark future we have ahead because of these morons running the fucking show. You want kids to suffer? They'll suffer even worse than you. And they will probably die before they become adults. So what's the point?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm just glad my children are grown.
Yeah, you have do you have sons, Brendan?
I have one son and 2 daughters.
Oh my God! I hope your daughters are not. Can I be blunt or not?
Well, let me tell you about my daughters. I've got one good daughter and one bad daughter.
Ah, shit. Is she riding the cock carousel?
She doesn't even talk to me anymore, so I don't fucking know, but I would guess yes, judging by the way she fucking dresses.
I'm sorry for you.
That's a shame. The good daughter has, my good daughter was on the I'm not going to mention the name of the country, but she was on the Olympic hockey team of one country.
Yeah.
She went through school, got straight A's, met a fucking guy that was going through medical school. They got married this spring. He's now a doctor, starting out. So she did it right. She did it right. And she married him and she was a virgin.
Ah, that's good. So she knows her value. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something blunt? Because when men have daughters, they tend to say, "Oh, I don't want to take their rights away." Do you think we should take their rights away? The rights to vote and their rights to vote.
Having had daughters, I know that women are far too fucking emotional to fucking be trusted with any decisions.
Good. So you understand. They should be.
Even my daughter that's the good daughter, I would not. She's far too emotional. When she was 17, she spent 3 days fucking crying because she didn't want to get old.
What the fuck? Because she wanted to remain a fucking beauty, so she can attract men. I understand.
I don't know why she wanted to stay young, because at the period of time we were afraid she was a lesbian, but
you know what you consider as your good daughter. She might have done things. Let's just say there's no really good women in this fucking.
Well, let's just say that I had a fucking everything she got on her phone, I got on my phone.
Yeah.
And I was able to see everything she was posting to social media, and all the pictures that she pretended like I didn't know about, like her smoking a fucking hookah when she was supposed to be in training. Well, I beat her ass for that one.
Oh, hookah's not bad. Could have been weed or crack.
smoking anything is bad if you're fucking in training.
Could have been weed or crack, Brandon. No, but you're right. I mean,
Do you know how much fucking money I've spent over the years on goddamn sports equipment and lessons and fucking, special coaches and shit? No,
Yeah.
she does not get to fucking smoke when she was in training. Now she's somebody else's problem. She can do whatever she wants. But when I was putting the bill, hell no, goddamn it, no way.
Mm.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
healthy to a T.
So let me ask you this: did both daughters like have the same upbringing? Like went to the same school? Like,
I didn't raise my good daughter in America.
Mm.
So that probably had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
are they both from the same marriage or two different women?
No, different women.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So they're half sisters. I understand.
Yeah, they're all related to me.
But what I can say to you is that do not expect them to be like the old good day women. That's all I can say.
Well, the last couple of years, the good daughter was learning how to cook so she could be a better wife. She's always been really good at cleaning. Whenever, I needed anything domestic done around the house, she was ready and willing and eager to fucking do that, do the washing, cleaning, whatever, the women's work. I didn't expect her to do, she is definitely feminine.
Good.
And she is, she learned, her mother and her grandmother both were old school, and she saw that people value that. And, she landed a great guy, and they're going to be wealthy.
Yeah, good. Well, I hope she doesn't divorce, rape his ass, and try to ride the car carousel 10 years from now. That's all I hope for you, because that will be a shame on your family.
They have he's from Turkey, and they're living in Turkey now. So I don't think she's going to have the opportunity.
You mean she's? I understand. No need for more. I know how Turkish people are. Yeah.
So I think she's going to convert to Islam this year, and I have no problem with it.
Oh yeah, man. Well, if she becomes Muslim and she lives in a neighborhood, a village where people check her, well, she's not going to fuck around. I can tell you that.
No, she's not. And his family's really traditional, and I don't think they put up with it.
Oh no. Well, fuck it. In some of those countries, you'll disappear if you do stupid shit as a woman. You disappear from the map.
Yeah, the husband asked me, "Hey, what should I do if she gets out of line?" I said, "Hit her where the good Lord split her." So I told him to beat her ass. I told him that don't hit her in the face, but you can spank her all you want.
Oh yeah, and yeah, of course. That's that spanking was something that was pretty common, and it was even advertised in the Western countries 100 years ago. You could spank
not even 100 years ago, 50 years ago.
Yeah, I remember those advertisements, even on TV.
But did you notice the difference between? Are you in America, or what country are you from, Brendan?
I'm in America.
Okay, so obviously you've noticed the difference between Western culture versus like Turkey or where
the Middle East.
Yeah, Middle East. So obviously there's a difference between countries and, you know, like the women that you've met. So obviously there's a great difference.
Have you slept with Middle Eastern women? Have you seen their behavior?
Have I slept with any Middle Eastern girls? I slept with an Iranian chick.
And how was she?
But she was in America at the time.
Ah, okay.
But God, that was back when I was in university back in the 1980s.
Ah, okay. So yeah, it was for fun, basically.
Oh yeah. She was as big of a slut as you'd ever want to meet.
Well, I can tell you, I've slept with Muslim women. They are not. Well, they have been westernized where I am in France, so they're basically like your modern white women. They're just for fun.
Yeah,
nothing special.
Well, my former mother-in-law from my second marriage was a gynecologist, and she's from Eastern Europe, and they would have the Muslim girls come up and go to university up there. And one of the biggest surgeries she did was hymen reconstruction when they went home.
Fucking insane. I'm not surprised. They get their hymens blown up once they are 15 or 16, and when they want to get married, they need to reconstruct that shit. I don't know how they do it. That thing gets blown up.
Well, yeah. I didn't ask for the details, so I couldn't tell you. But Babushka would get drunk and tell me stories like that.
Oh yeah.
God, I loved her. I'm sorry she died.
I'm sorry.
I mean, those sorts of women haven't done their Kegel exercises to keep their muscles tight. Doesn't know how many guys have been through. I mean, I guess to a certain degree, if some women just don't do their exercises, then it becomes loose, and then it's still can't be fixed. They've got to go to the hospital to get it surgically done. Even if women haven't been promiscuous and slept around with 100 guys, you know, if they haven't done it, I've heard of women who are just loose as, and you know.
There's women who have tight muscles around the vagina. There are ballerinas.
Well, ballerinas are fucking athletes.
Yeah.
So
they know how to control those muscles. I can tell you that.
Well, no, they do a lot of leg exercises. You know, a lot of in the upper calf and all that, the butt muscles and all that. So they're very flexible. So that sort of area, the hips and all that, is getting quite a workout. So they're very flexible.
Yep. They're very flexible, and I've been with a woman who did hip hop, so she was very promiscuous too. Fucking insane.
Well, I've been with several ballerinas, and they're all fucking whores.
Yep. They sleep like with 100 dudes after a decade of fucking. Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Yeah, most modern day women on dating apps are fucking insane too.
But I have never met a ballerina that didn't like it in the ass. Every single, I've been with 3 ballerinas, and they all fucking liked it in the ass.
Oh yeah.
They let you spit in their asshole?
No, there was no spit involved.
They let you fuck. Oh my god! You see, this is too this is too amateur for my taste. Did she let you? Okay, because look, when I say this is too amateur, I mean, because if I'm with a girl,
it's too vanilla.
Yeah, exactly. If I meet a girl and she's not letting me put in her butt within like 2 months, I'm like, or actually, dude, I remember one experience, and she wasn't a hooker. She was just some chick.
Regular girl. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I remember that I remember that the first time that we fucked, I shot my load. I shot my load. I'm in her mouth, and I told her to swallow it, and she did.
Yeah.
And from
Well,
now on, and from this day, and from now on, and from this day on, I will accept nothing less. And from this day on, and from this day on, and from this day on, I will accept nothing less than that much enthusiasm.
AKS, do you think you can find a virgin girl for you? One that will love and cook for you and give you some good good?
Yeah, she's in a remote village. Yeah, she's in a third world. She's in a remote village in a third world country. Yeah, she's not here in my neighborhood. I'll tell you that. She's not around the in the corner. She's like she's on the she's
She comes from a
she's
white
in
girl
like
from Romania. A white girl from Romania, virgin, far away from big cities.
Romania or Bosnia or something, or like some remote village, in a third world country.
Yeah.
Where she's not corrupted.
Well, she's not fucking Chads and Tyrants, basically.
yeah. When I got divorced from my first wife, I met this girl that had a fucking brand. I didn't notice it until I got her back to my house, because I had a house with a pool, and I talked her into fucking going swimming. And I see this fucking brand, and I didn't, I knew as soon as I saw that brand that I could put it in her ass. So I just fucking stuck it in her ass and didn't even ask her about it. And she's like, "Wow, anal on the first date. You're pretty bold." And I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, dude.
She didn't say no, and she didn't complain, but she was like, "Wow, that's pretty bold."
I have to bring around the lube. Like there's been some girls that I was able to kind of squeeze it in there, but most girls you need, like, but most girls I don't know. Like I remember, okay.
Well,
I remember one
it ain't
girl,
a pussy. There ain't no lubrication in there. You got to grease that fucker up, or they're gonna fucking bleed on you.
Maybe she's nice and sweaty when.
Yeah. But there is some women who will tell you straight up that they will never do that, and you cannot force your way.
No, this is great. I'm remembering. This is great. I'm remembering the montage of girls that I put in their butt, and it's like they're just and it's like they're flashing like I remember this chick in the Navy. we were at a house. I remember this chick in the Navy. She had her own house, and it went right in. Like it wasn't easy, but it wasn't that hard either.
All Navy chicks are sluts. You don't think you were the first fucking dick in that ass, do you?
The army? In the fucking army? Oh yeah, man. If you are in the military, in the army, you'll fuck. If they are attractive, they fuck a ton of dudes for sure.
She was into me. She was.
I'm sure she was.
She was into me.
All the Navy chicks love the Marines.
Oh yeah, I was dicking that bitch down like it was our last day on Earth.
I remember at A school, fucking 2 girls in my class got pregnant from Marines.
I was dicking that bitch down like I was gonna die tomorrow. I was like,
and you might have. I hope you had a fucking condom on.
Have you fucked a chick that had a particular taste for example? There's this chick that only likes black dudes, but she will fuck you because you attracted her at that time. I don't know.
You said black chicks?
Yeah, for example, black chicks that only fuck black dudes, but this one wanted to fuck her, wanted to fuck you because
it was a change of
pace. I fucked some black chicks.
Yeah,
black chicks are nice.
Why she wanted to fuck just just for a change of pace.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never fucked a black American chick, but I fucked some black African chicks.
Oh yeah, the good. I've done that too. Yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds.
I'm trying to remember, like, the hottest black chick that I banged. I haven't banged too many, and most of them, one of them had some huge tits, and then the other one was a hooker. And you know, if I think of girls, I'm just like, what was she, and what did she look like, and you know, I don't know.
I've done a Thai single woman 3 years ago. She was a whore, and she had money. The bitch had money, her own restaurant. So, yeah, I could have fucked her more, but she was insane.
She was a Thai chick. She was Thai.
Yeah,
You said
yeah, single
was
mother. She abandoned her kid because she wanted to ride the cock carousel, basically. She was divorced.
where did she live when you were fucking her?
Yeah, she lived nearby Paris. In a fucking she
Was she
brought
on
me to.
vacation?
No, she lives in Paris and she has her own restaurant.
Oh,
Because
okay. So how
she had
long?
the
How long
black.
did she? So so
She had the
so
black.
so she was originally from Thailand, or
Yeah, she was from Thailand and she was here. She had a black credit card. I think you need at least $150,000 on your account to have that kind of credit card.
yeah. So what was that story that I was telling you? Okay, about these versions. Sith brought up virgins, and
Yeah,
honestly, I wouldn't mind with all the pussy that I've ran through from youth till now. I wouldn't mind adopting a virgin.
yeah,
And
but you
just
will have to be. You will
Why
have to
would
remain
you,
faithful.
why are you thinking about adopting?
okay, because if she's a virgin, I'm probably not going to sport fuck a virgin. I'm probably going to have to take her under my care if she's a
Yeah,
virgin. Probably not going to be
but
sport
you.
fucking a virgin is what I'm trying to
Well,
tell you.
you can
Yeah,
educate her. You can educate her to sports fuck. You can make her a slut
That's
if
the
you want.
thing. That's the thing. Maybe maybe the first fuck will be some gentle missionary, and then 3 months later I'll be fucking doing downward doggy. I'm right in her asshole. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, remember that when you fuck a virgin, she will be madly in love with you, so you cannot fuck around. Remember that.
No, but I
You'll
I
you'll
totally
care about her. If you fuck a virgin,
no 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 no
you
no
will care
no
about her.
no no no. I totally believe that I can fuck any bitch and still maintain a long-term relationship.
Yeah,
I
and
I,
I've known
I, I
guys who've been who I know a guy who has been with a virgin girl for 15 years. He's a Muslim dude, and I can tell you, been faithful.
oh, we lost Sith.
He told me that he will die for his fucking wife as long as she remains faithful, but he will kill her if she. He told me he will kill her if she betrays him.
Good. That's the way it should be.
I don't know. You
I
don't say
do.
that kind of shit here in the Western world. I can get you in trouble. I told him I don't care. Do what you want.
I agree with him. I agree with him. Infidelity should be punished. You
Well,
shouldn't fucking, in the West, if they fucking cheat on you, they get your house and half your fucking money.
I
well,
totally believe. I totally believe that you can be in an LTR. I totally believe I totally believe you can fuck another bitch and be in an LTR. I totally believe you can be in an LTR and meet some bitch and fuck her and even maintain a harem of loyal, even maintain a harem of loyal bitches.
I don't know, bro. I can
You,
tell you. I can tell you one thing. Unless your sex drive is madly insane, I think a hot woman is enough until you die. That's my taste. Now, if you think like that, that's your problem. But
Yeah,
can
but
tell
you
you-
can't have a
The problem is that I can fuck more than one bitch. The problem
you
is
no,
can't.
no. The
you-
problem
you're,
is not
you're,
that. Is that
you're saying, but okay, but you're saying that's going to be a problem. Okay,
yeah,
so you're saying the problem is that I can fuck more. I can fuck one bitch and then fuck another bitch and still be okay. Like, is that
no.
It's like,
If you're okay, okay. If you are not religious, do it. But I don't know. It for me.
this this religious crap. This
Yeah.
religious man,
But
this
hang
religious
on.
crap. You had people. You had sultans. You had princes.
Yeah, I agree.
You
I know.
you had sultans who had harems of like 300 women.
Yeah, and you also had you also had women who ruled Muslim countries, something they barely talk in history. That had several guys to fuck them, too. That is something that is not known. You had the daughters of sultans who had a harem of guys. Then that's something that is not talked about.
But I mean,
Hey,
you have to
absolutely.
remain.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's almost 11:30 here, and I have to be at work tomorrow at 6. So, thank
Well,
you
see
very
you.
much for having me on, and
Yeah,
We'll talk again.
see you.
We'll talk
Bye-bye.
again.
But, yeah,
See ya.
Again,
AKS,
Brandon.
AKS, I got no problem. If you want to marry a virgin girl and fuck other women, do it. No problem. But for me, it's not my taste. I will not do it. That's all. That's just my preference.
But I mean, you've got to be faithful as well. Like, you can't have it. Oh well, I'm gonna have this one. I'm gonna fuck all these other women. Oh, but you've got to remain faithful and be a virgin. Like, it doesn't work that way in a normal, healthy relationship. You know, as I said, this whole manosphere, red pill's being kind of hijacked, and some of the ideas are a bit left field in how a normal healthy relationship works. So if she finds out that you've cheated, well, then she'll be like, well, I shouldn't be able to do the same, can't I? Like, aren't we equal? And that's the problem in modern society.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's true. If you want, for me, if you want to have if you want your virgin wife not to cheat around, you have to have the same rule as her, because women are very spiteful. If she learns you're fucking other guys, or she'll do some
Well,
kind of monkey backflips on other guys. Trust me. Yeah.
well, what do you need a virgin for? Like, that's the thing I'm not understanding in this manosphere. Is like, you want
Personally,
this unopened prize.
Personally, I don't give a shit about virgin women. All I want is a woman who wants my company and have some fun, and I will not live under the same roof as her. That's all. I don't give a shit about the other rules. As long as she wants my dick and she wants my company, I'm okay with that. That's all.
Well, I mean, that's how it should be, but you're not going to get an unopened prize, unopened box basically, and be disappointed. Like, everyone's had a go, and also you got to try before you buy, because if you don't, you might get disappointed. What if she gets disappointed in what she's getting? And that's what I look in this whole thing. It's like, what if you're no good in bed? I mean, that's the thing.
You know are you good in bed? The first time you fuck her, the second the next day she wants to fuck you again. So that's how you know you're good in bed. She wants your company. That's all.
Well, and when both people climax, that's what it's all about.
And it's not all about performance. I can tell you. Sometimes you treat a woman good, you make her feel good while fucking you, and next day she calls you again. That's all.
Well, that's what it's all about, and you've got to maintain that relationship to make it work. Like, what are you going to do to keep that, this virgin prize with you forever? And this is the thing I don't understand with the manosphere. They talk about this a lot, but what are you going to do to keep this woman? And you
Well,
can't say,
if she's
I'll bring home the bacon. I mean, that's just not good enough anymore in 2022.
well, there's the Muslims do it like this. If they marry a beautiful virgin women, they don't allow her to work or to have social media and go outside too much. She basically only talks with people from the family. Now, what doesn't work if you live in a big city? Obviously, you will need for it to work because unless you are very wealthy, how are you going to pay the rent or the fucking mortgage? Yeah, you're fucked.
Oh, look, absolutely. And, some of those relationships or cultures work,
I can tell you,
mean,
I've seen, I've worked with a Muslim bitch. She had a huge ass, quite attractive, and she was bossy, and she was married to a Muslim dude, and the Muslim dude was like a fucking, it was like a fucking joke. He obeyed her like he was a
I'm a
cock,
beta.
basically. Yeah, he was a beta male.
I'm beta.
And I'm sure 100% she had a small a small piercing on her fucking nose. She was talking about being a good Muslim and eating halal. I can tell you, she was eating other guys on the side. 100% sure. Women like that are fucking whores.
I mean, you just got to find the perfect one. And, if you want something fresh out of the gate with no body count, then you're going to have to make that relationship work and show her that you're the one. You're that guy that's going to make this fucking thing work.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you are, but she has to work the relationship too. I mean, you do your best to maintain the relationship, but she has to behave well and she has to be feminine and submissive to some extent, not to be too bitchy, because our women are fucking emotional beings. But if you, even the best woman, one day she will give you, she will be an emotional wreck one day. One day she comes and she cries for whatever the fuck she cries. I need this, I need that. You don't even know why, because you're children. So you must, when you are with a woman, basically you must treat her like a child. That's all.
No, to a certain degree, I think it comes down to respect. I mean,
Respect her.
Yeah, I'm not talking about being a cuck. I'm talking about being about two civilized human beings actually having a civil conversation. And
you know what? I can tell you how I treat my the women I've been with. I respect them. I'll talk about them, about things we have in common. There's things you'll never talk with women. Red pill stuff, never. And politics, not too much. Economy, I mean, basic stuff. Then you hug them, you kiss them, you cuddle with them, you make them feel nice. If they get out of hand, you tell them, yeah, what the fuck? You think I'm I'm your fucking bitch? You tell them, and they'll never lift a hand against you, as long as you treat them well. But never be submissive. I will never be submissive to a bitch. I'll tell her. I'll tell her.
I think that's one of the keys as well, not being submissive to a woman, but also you can't be over domineering either. Like
no, but I've been with women who told me we're gonna eat in that restaurant. I say okay. Then she wants to tell me every day to eat in that restaurant. I'm telling her right away, no. Next time we're gonna eat in the restaurant I want. It's not always you that makes the choice. Fuck. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be the bitch of a woman. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like the love language between two people, it's so different, and to find two people that are kind of the same or on high value is very hard. And
I can tell you, a relationship with a woman only works if you have a very similar personality. That's all I can tell you.
yes,
For example, if you are with a solitary girl and you are a solitary guy, it's going to work. If you like sports and she likes sports, the same shit as you, it's gonna work. It's not going to work with a woman who is, for example, you like to go out a lot to bars and parties, and she doesn't. That's not going to work.
absolutely. So
Like common stuff, but that people don't know nowadays. They've been so brainwashed that they don't even know what women are really. I've talked to so many guys from different cultures. They don't understand women nature. They think women are equal to them, and then they should treat women as other guys. I told them no. Women are children. They're emotional beings. Basically, if you want to stay with them, you need to check their emotions. And there's one thing: if you want to also to remain with women, you must know that. How can I say that? Yeah, you must make them. Yeah, you must entertain them to some extent. I can tell you that. That's part of the game. I know it's not things men like too much, but yeah.
well, it's not about entertaining, but it, you know, like let's do things and whatnot. I mean, my wife is an outgoing personality, and well, I'm a homebody, but I feel, you know, we'll go out from time to time and do things together. Sometimes she's going to do
Yeah.
things by herself and with her girlfriends, and that's perfectly fine. And,
Yeah,
and
that's
there has to be a give and take, and there's sometimes we'll go out together, and other times we just won't. You know, I'll lay my foot down. I don't want to shave, or I don't want to do this, and she may bitch and complain, but fucking. Sometimes I might give in. Sometimes I'll just say fuck you. It all depends on my mood and what I feel at the present time.
Yeah.
So
Well, the women are exactly like that. So sometimes if you are, you can show them, but sometimes there's things you are not willing to do because you're tired or something like that. Yeah.
well,
For example, if when you get from work and you're tired and the bitch wants you to fuck her, but you're not in the mood, sometimes you can tell no, but maybe you should not do that too much. I can tell you that.
oh look, absolutely. You know, like there's sometimes I come home from work and I'm horny, but fucking I'm just that flogged. I just have a shower and grab a beer and I sit down, mate. Like I just that wrecked from work. Like you know, and the same with women. Like you know, there's days you're just not in the mood for it. You know,
Yeah.
I've told the wife, you know, meet your wife obligations, and she does.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think some guys are missing the point where they want to control and dominate women, and I don't think it works. And
No, it doesn't.
it drives women away.
No, it drives them. If you want to know, it drives them crazy because you don't let them breathe. You basically. I know. We say women are property of men, but if you look throughout history, that's not exactly the case. Depending on parts of the world where they live. There was always some leeway that women could act upon. Let's just say that. They were not leashed like dogs, on a leash like a dog. That's something. For example, even in the Middle Ages, women were not property of men. Never. At least in Europe. In Islam, that's something else. That is something else.
I mean, what Seeker's looking for is a needle in a haystack. You know, you pretty much got to find your BDM SM sort of chick to go down that route.
BDSM chicks are whores. They will cheat on you. So what's the point?
I mean,
wanna
that's where it's at.
I want a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets.
Well, you can do that, but remember, it costs money. So if you have the means, do it. If you don't, you can't. If you can't financially, don't do it.
I want a lady with absolute. I want a lady with absolute loyalty, and I'm wishing myself good luck to define that shit.
Yeah, but the problem if you want absolute loyalty with her, if she learns that you fuck other women, she is not going to like it.
If
You can tell.
if the money, if the looks, money, and status is good,
Yeah.
she'll put up with it.
Yeah, she'll put up, but she has to accept it. She can
If the
say
looks,
no.
money, and status is at a certain level, she'll still tolerate a good amount of BS.
Yeah, but it depends. You have to tell her. You have to speak with her. Well, I'm on this and this. We're together, but I have needs to meet. I have needs to meet, and basically, I don't know how you can put that stuff. I mean, it's not. It's kind of a delicate situation.
Yeah.
I
Plus
can tell
a
you
lot
that.
of bitches. Plus a lot of bitches. They come and go.
Yeah, but from my experience, if you want a woman to remain faithful to you, and you have options, she will remain faithful to you because she knows that you can fuck around any time she gets out of hand and dump her ass. For example, if you are a Chad or Tyrone and you get engaged with a girl, the girl knows your past sexually, that you can fuck any hot bitch you want.
I want a
She's
lady in
not.
the street and a freak in the sheets to keep around.
Yeah,
To
have
keep
both.
okay, because if she's a freak in the street and a freak in the sheets, I not want to keep her around.
No, keep her around. I don't know if you'll find that in America. I don't think so.
Oh, you'll get the freak in the sheets. I mean, you'll get as I said, the BDSM women. You know, you'll get the ladies and the whores all in one. But I mean, you've got to be in that sort of lifestyle, and I think that's where you're trying to find women, and it's hard. It's hard to keep that relationship going, and
remember the false rep accusations too that you can get on your ass in your country, and you live nearby New York. That's a fucking cesspool of leftoids.
especially the part about choking, man. Like there's a whole thing.
I will be.
You're a more stronger, more powerful guy to a weakling little woman, and all it takes is for even the woman. Like I just find that very. There's something wrong there for her to accept that.
Yes.
And to even, I don't know, like how do they get off on it? How do they enjoy that? Like I've read documents and stories about it, but
I can
what's
tell
their
you
payoff?
what they enjoy is the violence aspect. It's like it's linked to rape fantasy because a lot of women have rape fantasies. It's linked to their being dominated by men who basically treat them like trash. Well, if you know about history, you know that across history, when a tribe conquers another tribe, they kill the men and rape the women in front of the bodies of their old husbands, and the women enjoy it. They rape them.
I don't know about saying enjoy,
Well,
but
I mean, they enjoy it in the sense they enjoy it physically. And they're scared and they're about to die, of course, but they still get wet physically. they react physically. It's not something I'm for, of course. I'm not advocating that behavior. No, I'm telling you how it is. Across history, that's what happens, and it's
Oh, yeah,
still
I know.
going on.
Oh, I know that what happens through history. I'm just saying, you know, they don't have much choice. Just like the male lion will
Yeah,
kill all the cubs and make the lioness submit because he's more dominant, more powerful. She has no say in the matter.
the men who conquered other tribes, they typically killed the sons and they kept the daughters of the women they conquered. That's all.
But I mean, Seeker, like, what's the mindset for the women? Like, why do they enjoy it? Basically,
Dominating aspect. That's all.
yeah, but more to it. Like, what's the payoff in the sex part of it?
There's a lot to
It's
it.
it's because women want to be estrogen in your body. When you are a woman, it makes you submissive. It's not some. There's no. It's a biological aspect of women. You should know that. In their brain, they react to dominance. They don't react to submission from men. There's no. That's the only reality aspect. It's brain chemistry. Of course, we don't understand it because our estrogen levels, if you are a normal man and you don't eat soy, is 10 times higher than that of a woman. That's all. There's nothing else. Just a biological aspect of women. That's all. But with the dominance aspect comes hypergamy. You should know that. So she'll always seek a guy who is more dominant and has more better statute than you. Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, I wouldn't class myself as dominant, but I mean, I've got a strong personality, I guess. But
That's part of dominance.
There's a lot to it.
That's part
I
of
mean,
dominance.
that to it as well.
There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot to it. It's not just dominance. I would
Not
say
just that.
dominance.
What you look like, if you look attractive to a woman, there's a lot of shit she can accept. I can tell you that. The more attractive you are in your own eyes, the more shit she will accept. That's for sure, to some extent.
But what's attractive though? That's
She finds your face.
I see a lot of chads.
She finds your face attractive. She likes your penis size. She likes the way. That's a mix of everything, bro. That's all. You don't think women have their own? You know very well, women have their own taste of men. So yeah.
Oh, look, everyone's got their own taste and whatnot, and what is beauty is the whole of the beholder. But I mean,
There's a whole lot to it.
There's a whole more lot to it than just looks. I know a lot of, I wouldn't say ugly guys, but unattractive guys that know how to pull pussy because they've got personality. They know they've got the gift of the gab that can sell bullshit. That's what it boils down to. It has nothing to do with monster schlong or fucking how tall you are or money.
There's a lot to it.
I know guys that are pulling fucking nines and tens. You know.
Do you know the idea?
Masochism.
You know the idea of sadism and you know the idea of sadism and masochism?
You know those things are linked to Christians. Those things are linked to Satanism. I know. I've been told about this shit. That basically anything that is outside the norm, they think it's Satanism.
I'm gonna find a picture.
You mean the leather and all that shit? Yeah.
I mean, I've got this guy at work. You know, he's probably a bit of a loose person, but the people that have done drugs and done the pills and done the alcohol, and they just know how to pick up women because they're very good at it. They're the players. They're the pickup artists. They know how to do it. So I have to disagree that it's just based on looks.
No,
If that was a fucking case, then where's all my women?
no, it's based on how you speak and how you act around them, and if you make them laugh and all that shit, and you have a presence on yourself, you can fuck women even if you are a 4. I've seen that shit.
Well, certainly not happening to me. I mean, I really don't care because I'm taken, but I mean, it's certainly not happening on my level. I mean, I'm 6'3". I'm, other bits and pieces. I'm not here to, blow my own horn here, but float my own boat. But I mean, like, it doesn't work because you've got to have an outgoing personality. You got to know how to sell bullshit. And that's how a lot of these guys are doing it. A lot of these guys have got personality disorder, and they're good at it because low value men will get low value hot pussy. It's just how it works. This whole being red pill, that 6 feet tall millionaire, fucking, it's not the case.
No. You don't need to have any money. You can be a guy with you can win just $2,000 a month and still fuck women, even if you are not good looking. It doesn't matter. It's your swag basically. And you can be also a Chad with no money and still fuck out women. I mean, it's all about basically the guys at night, the guys who go out to parties and to bars every fucking weekend. Those guys know how to play women. I've seen it personally, so yeah.
Yeah, because they're oververts, not introverts, and that's the key about how guys can get women, because they're very talkative. They're very not friendly, but they know how to mingle with other people. Nice guys don't. The simps don't.
No, they're all very friendly. Those guys, they are very friendly with everyone. Those guys I know who do that shit. They know a ton of dudes. They're friends with a ton of dudes and with a lot of women. And if they don't fuck most of them, they just know them by being with them in order to spend some time at night. But do you have the time to do that kind of life? But that's not a lot of time you must put into to fuck women. Most guys don't like that kind of life. They find it boring. They don't have the time.
I'm gonna show you. All right, let's see. I'm gonna show you this interesting thing right now. Let's see the size. Okay, good. It comes up as a good size. Have you ever heard of this book?
I don't believe I have.
It's called the book is called King, Lover, Warrior, Magician.
Okay.
Is this esotericism? No.
You said, is it what?
It's part of philosophy. I thought it was esotericism, but no, it's not. Sorry.
Okay, this is a book. It's kind of philosophical. This is a book. You have, if you look at the bottom, left, you have the warrior archetype. You have the grandstander bully, who is a sadist, and then you have the coward, who is a masochist. The coward, he enjoys pain, or he just doesn't have the balls to stand up. It's It's one or the other.
It looks like occult stuff from the occultism. That's interesting.
It's a book. It's a book. It's a book that some guy wrote, and I got into.
It's like you know about the 6 kind of loves in Greek. I think you have eros, agape. You know, it's different kinds of love. You have love for your brother, love for your erotic love for the woman. When you
I
have
could
love
look that
for,
up. Okay, let me see. He said, oh shit. Oh, this is another. This is a better. This is a better one. Okay. I am finding a whole bunch of good images. You guys can talk.
that's interesting. This concept of king, lover, warrior, and magician. It looks like fantasy stuff from the Middle Ages.
It's philosophical.
Yeah. You know what we're talking about when I talk about women. Like you cannot imagine how many men in the past, even the philosophers, have talked about this kind of shit we're talking about. It's part of being a man. Men used to talk about this shit between each other. It was nothing new. It's because of modern times we think talking about women is some kind of a hot topic, but that's not the case. Men used to talk about women's behavior all the fucking time.
I found this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so with the war, so we take the warrior. You're either sadist or a masochist. You know.
A sadist or masochist. When you are a
Yeah.
warrior, you know,
You're not a very. There's a sick echo. You're not a very good warrior if you're a masochist. You're not a very good warrior if you have masochistic tendencies.
when you mean warrior, you mean more example, being a soldier. Nowadays,
Yeah.
well, you must inflict pain. So you don't like, if you want to be a warrior, you cannot like to take pain in. It doesn't make any sense. You don't like to suffer if you are a warrior. You like to make other people suffer.
See, what was? I think this picture it kind of achieves the same. I think this picture does the same trick. Yeah. So you
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 see,
have these.
I'm more in the category of lover, and I think you are more in the category of warrior. Is that correct?
I think I fall more onto the left side than the right side. There's another picture that I found. I think that the left side is I don't know.
No,
Like,
but this this
But
scheme is interesting. That's
but the
interesting.
thing is that the left side, it's not a person that you want to deal with. He has no compassion. He has no heart, no empathy, and there's all that there. And he has to show that if he wants to be warrior king, he has to show compassion. Like it's one side is trying to predict, you're strong and tough, but the other side, you're an introvert and you have no gonads. Like it's not all clear cut, I mean, I'm a bit of both.
you have this picture. It's kind of somewhat similar. I don't even know what a sage is.
Yeah, glow. Steak and chips. Yep. Okay. Bye.
There was some shit that I was even going to talk about on my main channel. Because we can't talk about them elites. I might get into what's the might get into this type of shit. You have these philosophical archetypes. You have king, warrior, lover, magician. You have king, war. I might talk about what's the other thing? Astrology, kinda. I don't believe in it. I don't. I see the the coincidences. I don't see the fucking. I wouldn't live and die by astrology. I see coincidences and it's interesting and it's fun to learn about it. But I wouldn't live and die by astrology by any means.
Well, everything's guided by the stars.
You 100% abide by astrology.
Well, there's no coincidences. I mean, you just got to look at the last 100,000 years. It ain't just some fluke. It ain't by chance. Someone started all this. Someone created all this, and you can call them UFOs or ancient aliens, but there's a higher power, and everything is guided by the stars and how things work, and just how the moon works. The moon keeps moving further and further away. You're going to have worse and worse weather. That's just how it is. But throughout history, everything is being set up for the stars, like the Great Pyramids. And
Do you believe
Giza.
more? Do you believe more in religion or astrology? TNFS.
Both. I mean, someone started all this. It's not on some fucking fluke of a chance that this green ball that floats around this miserable sun, and we're the only human species, there's a time and place that something's happened. And more evidence has come to pass where we've been played with that, where someone's human experiment, so religion, there's all types of religion, and they all go back to ancient times of the gods from coming down from above. And I believe that they're speaking about, aliens from another dimension or planet or whatever that have come here. And the evidence is just overwhelming.
You believe in aliens and this reptilian shit that Alex Jones talks about?
I don't know about reptiles, but but they're not human. Let's put it that way. Like the Queen, the monarchy, and all these other.
You think they're not human?
No. They're being possessed. I mean,
so they have a human body, but they are being possessed by some kind of entities from other worlds.
I mean, you just have a look at Zuckerberg. Something's happened to him. Those black eyes. I don't know, and a lot of these other people like Trump and Tesla.
The black eyes. You think that's adrenochrome?
I don't know. It's something, dude. I don't know what it is.
I forget if it was Prince. I forget. It wasn't Harry and Charles. I think it was Prince William. Is their father or something? Like, you have the Queen, and then you have the Queen's son, who was Prince William, Charles. I believe. Oh, that was Charles. So William and Harry are brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, it's William and okay. Okay, so Charles. Okay, yeah. Okay, so is Charles the king now? Charles the king?
Yes.
Okay.
He's king to the throne.
I want to see a picture. I want to pull up a picture of Charles.
By the way, does Australia still have nobles locally, or all the nobles are in England?
No, we've still got all the monarchy, like the head of state.
I think it was Charles. I think. Okay, I remember. Okay, I remember somebody looked like soulless and just like had adrenochrome on withdrawals. I think it might have been Charles. I'm trying to find a picture. Let me see.
King you're going to see England. Charles III, the new king to the throne.
Yeah, it was.
The ruler of Australia, England, and Canada, and New Zealand. Is that so beautiful?
I don't say he's going to be a ruler. I think that we're going to depart, and become a republic. Not yet, but it's coming soon. They're changing all the names, the coins from the Queen's head to the King's head, and all that.
If you want to buy silver and gold coins with the Queen's head, you could do it right now. It's going to be more valuable in the future.
The adrenochrome. Let's look it up. Yeah, I saw a picture of Prince Charles, and he had those. Saw a picture of Prince Charles with the black eyes, with the black adrenochrome withdrawal eyes. I've seen it before.
Whether they have been possessed, or the aliens in the skies.
The black eyes is adrenochrome withdrawal. If you see black unnatural, if it's unnatural, okay, you can not sleep, and you can get you can have bags and black eyes from not sleeping. The black eyes that I'm talking about is usually from adrenochrome withdrawal. Is what I'm trying to
does adrenochrome make? I think I've heard that the supposed adrenochrome they inject in their blood that gives them allows them to live younger at an old age.
I forget if it was you that I told or who it was, but there's at least two methods of the adrenochrome ritual. there's two ways of taking adrenochrome. You can either like torture a young child and drink its blood after you've scared it to death. You have to. It's some sick shit, and I'm just telling you what I've heard. There's two main ways. You can either drink the blood or you can inject. But the injection that I've heard, the injection procedure for the adrenochrome is to take a baby, is to impregnate a woman. I think Epstein. I heard stories that Epstein or that fashion designer from CNN. They use these methods. They take a woman, they impregnate the woman, and then they take it to full term. Then they wait 9 months with the woman, and then they take the baby, and they crush, and they take the baby and they crush the baby, and then they inject the fluid into their body.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's some kind of psycho sick shit from hell.
That's what they do.
Yeah, I know. I've heard about this shit.
I mean, I've heard about it as well, but I mean, you're saying it the other week, but how true it is, and I mean, I'd like to see video evidence of that. I mean, I don't think.
Who's gonna record? Well, who's gonna record some incriminating shit like Jeffrey Epstein, who may or may not be alive at the present moment? You take these sick elites, and who's gonna? I've heard stories that there's a Hillary Clinton Uma Abedin video of them doing an adrenochrome ritual sacrifice to drink the blood. I've heard that this video is out there, but I really can't believe it. But I really can't believe that this video. I really can't believe that this video. I really can't believe this video is out there, and it's not viral. Like how is this video out there on the dark web, and people have not made it viral, and people don't. You know what I'm saying? Like. If this video was really out there, it would be everywhere. It would be viral. It would be viral.
You cannot record yourself doing such. That's a crime. You will, in some countries, you will be executed for that.
If this video was really out there, somebody would get a hold of it, and somebody would have it, and they would spread it everywhere. If this video was really out there, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, look, I understand that, but I mean, there's some people that like to watch themselves doing stuff, and like there's other people that want to incriminate other people to basically blackmail them. I mean, until I've seen it, like I'm not going to say it's true, but I mean, how dark does the rabbit hole go? And there's some things I believe in, but there's other things that are just too far-fetched.
Have you heard about Epstein being part of the Mossad? He was blackmailing politicians and stars across the world in order to.
I've heard that he's still alive. I've heard that I heard that they snuck him out, and he's in Israel just chilling right now.
I've heard about that.
Stories like that.
Yeah, it's all fake. Basically, he's not dead. Yeah, I will not be surprised.
Probably.
You have to think. You have to think. Out of every inmate. Out of every inmate that they put in solitary, who's awaiting trial, out of every inmate, he's the motherfucker that has to fucking like go missing. That the guards, he's the only inmate that the guards, they fell asleep on him, and he's fucking famous. There's something way too fishy about that.
Of course,
this high profile celebrity, famous, worldwide known guy. The guards fell asleep on this motherfucker and not anybody else.
You know why they haven't done it to the wife or given her an out?
Who Ghislaine?
Yeah.
Her name is Jizz.
Because she has all the names and she'll sing like a bloody canary. That's why she hasn't been given a lifeline. Like, tell us what you know, and we'll give you a reduced sentence. So basically, she's being left to rot to her as the husband is.
And they sealed the case, and they sealed, and there's so much there's so much sick shit that they sealed.
Yeah.
There's so much there's so many important facts about there's so many important like the flight logs, the flight logs, the prostitution lists, the testimony from the prostitutes, the testimony from the sex trafficked children from the case. I really need a fucking green screen. This
we have the
this
we had the
fucking
thing-
bullshit is not acceptable. This
had the
this is not good.
we had
Well,
the
you'll just have to buy one.
we had the stories in France about a pedophile that was kidnapping girls, and the rumors is that he sold some girls to politicians, and that there is high career politicians involved in sex trafficking in Europe between Belgium,
Insects or incest?
France.
You said insects or you said
No.
incest or insects? What?
No, pedophilia. So there's a lot of there's high-profile politicians in Europe who are involved in pedophilia rings, girls being kidnapped between France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. It's been going on for the past 60 years, I think. That's what I heard. So they kidnap orphan girls or orphan boys.
That movie Taken was in some European country. I forget what country Taken. I think
Taken.
it was Czech. I think it was Romania or and then you have movies like Hostel. And then you have movies. Have you guys seen Hostel and Taken? These movies.
Is that about pedophilia?
Which one?
The two of them Taken.
No, not pedophilia. The Taken movie has to do with the Taken movie is with sex trafficking, and the Hostel movie is with kidnap and torture of tourists. The Hostel movie is like you pay $50,000 to abduct. You pay $50,000 to torture somebody who's been kidnapped.
Oh yeah, and you ask if did they ask for a ransom, or was that just a kidnapping for the fun of it?
With the movie, in the movie they got lured. In the movie they got lured to the hotel. In the movie they started in the Netherlands, and somebody told them about this place. And somebody lured them and told them about this place in Romania or Czech Republic or Slovakia, where they had some free prostitutes at a hotel who wanted to party, and then they got their drinks spiked, and then they got kidnapped and tied up, and they got kidnapped and put in a room to get tortured.
Yeah.
And this is a mainstream fucking movie.
I think it happens in reality. A lot of prostitutes get disappeared in.
No. The prostitutes were in on the kidnapping ring. No, the prostitutes were in on the kidnapping. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
It's to kidnap regular people, men and women. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah, tourists.
Tourists, yeah. For example, did they do that in strip clubs? Spiking the
It was at a bar.
Yeah.
Or it was at a bar.
So they spiked.
And these girls they didn't present themselves as prostitutes. They presented themselves as just some party chicks who were on a vacation. But in reality they were prostitutes. Because they kept doing it. Because they kept doing it with every set of tourists. They
And did some prostitutes then torture the tourists? Or
It wasn't
they were-
shown. No,
Yeah.
it was shown. No. It was shown. It was shown in Hostel 1. It was shown that the brunette prostitute, she was like laughing, and she was there at the torture building. It was shown that she revealed, and then you have Taken. I think Hostel is more far fetched than Taken. Have you seen Taken?
I've never seen those movies. I've never heard about. I've heard about them in. I've heard about
TNFS.
them.
Have you heard about either movie?
I think I've watched small clips of it. I think I have, but
Of which one? Of which one?
Taken, I think. But I mean,
You guys have never heard of Hostel, the movie.
No, I've never heard of it.
They made 3 of them. They made 3 of those. They made 3 of those motherfuckers. They made Hostel 1, 2, and 3. They made Hostel 1, 2, and 3. You guys have never heard of Hostel? That's
No.
fucking crazy.
But I can tell you, those movies happen in reality. I'm 100% sure.
And I think that Taken, there might be a part 2 to Taken. I gotta look it up.
well, remember when they
There's
tried to
tourists.
mention Pizzagate?
There is tourists in South America that get disappeared every fucking year. So yeah, it happens in reality. Yeah.
There's a Taken 3. There's a Hostel. There's a Hostel 1, 2, and 3, and there's a Taken 1, 2, and 3. I just looked it up, and it unrated from.
Do you like those kind of movies? I think there must be some.
I found Hostel more entertaining and just more engaging. Like Taken, it took Taken too long to get the ball rolling. I'm like, you got this movie with Denzel Washington where he was in a South American country and he was tracking down. What was the movie with Denzel Washington? You guys have to know this one. He didn't. A Man of Fire. I think it was Man. Was it?
Well, to be frank, I've not been watching. I've not been watching too much Hollywood movies lately.
Yeah, Man on Fire. Yeah, Man on Fire with Denzel Washington was about. I'll read you the plot. He's a bodyguard. He was a bodyguard for a young girl who got kidnapped in Mexico City. Man on Fire. It was more dramatic. It was okay. It was just one example. Man on Fire was just one example of one little girl who got kidnapped and one dude who took revenge on all of them. It was way more dramatic. If you take Hostel, I found Hostel. I like the movie Hostel more than Taken. Taken, it took too long for them to get to the point.
Yeah, I think I remember that movie, not to the exact point. I mean, remember Pizzagate, and you couldn't say anything about it. I think they're the sort of movies that they're trying to portray. And who's that little girl? The guy adopted that 3-year-old or 4-year-old, and there was a sketch done of who they were trying to find, and it was one of bloody Hillary Clinton's, one of Advisor's brother. And it looked very similar, but you know, it's very hard to shut down one of those sort of rings, and the FBI know about it, and they're all in on it. You know, just look what Joe Biden's getting away with and his son. You know, if they don't want to do anything like that, they just want to shut down your regular Joe Blog pedophile ring. You know, not these criminal organisations, but how true they are, we just don't know. So I might just leave it there, gents.
You have the movie. Okay, yeah, like I've seen Taken. It took forever for them to show him it took more than I think it took more than half the movie, like for him to finally break into the kidnap house. There was a house full of drugged up sex trafficked women, and it took like more than half the movie for them to get to that point. So they were building up to when he breaks in and he rescues his daughter. But Hostel, they get into it like a third like a th- I think there was some build up to Hostel, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, gents. Well, I might just leave it there for you guys, and if you still want to continue on, I've got a couple of things to do. So it was good talking to you and good conversations.
Yeah, I got my burst of energy, and I don't know. I try to keep my streams to less than 2 hours. If we had a huge panel, I could sit back and let everybody do the timer thing. But I don't know if Sith if he wants to keep going.
Nothing, he might be gone. All right,
He
I'll catch you.
I've had Sith. I've had Sith. I remember one time. I
Yeah,
forget if he fell asleep. I remember one
I
time.
fell, I
I
fell
forget if he
asleep
fell asleep. Yeah,
when I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I've had Sith. I'm fall asleep and yeah, but
That was,
that happened one time. I felt.
yeah,
I also. I also fell asleep. I also fell asleep on my own stream, and
you know,
luckily I woke up. And
it's
luckily I
seven.
woke up 3 hours later to turn it
It's
off.
7 a.m. It's
But
7 a.m. here, bro. That's why.
oh, in France, I was
Yeah,
gonna ask. I was gonna ask TNFS on what time it is for him.
I
There.
think it's 5 o'clock where he is, something like that. It's 9 hours more than here in Europe. It's almost 17 hours later than where you are.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's
So it's
yeah.
not,
It's crazy.
because of time zones, it's not easy to talk to people around the fucking world.
But at the same time, it's kind of a good thing because if I start a stream at 2 in the morning, if I start streaming at 2 in the morning, I'll have people in who are waking up in England and France, and I'll have
Yeah,
people that are in the middle of their day in Australia. So that's a
yeah, in
good thing.
Australia or
If
in
if it's
South.
if it's 2 a.m. if it's 2 a.m. I have people that like if it's 2 a.m. I'm gonna have nobody. I'm gonna have hardly anybody here who's gonna want to stay up. But I have people like you who it's early in the morning, and I have people like him who it's
I'm going to leave because I need to prepare to go to work, so I cannot stay too much.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I kind of got that I'm a burst of energy, but when I get these bursts of energy, I
Yeah,
don't feel like talking. I usually if I get a burst of energy, I don't want to talk. I want to do stuff. I want to do shit. I want to
you
work
should
out, or I want to do
you,
something that's gonna make money, or I
go,
want to
go to
clean, or I want to
you,
clean my
you
house, or I want
take
to
your
do something unproductive.
motorbike
If I
and
get the
go
energy,
take your motorbike and go to Planet Fitness.
who knows? Yeah, maybe.
And try to hook up with some fitness girl and fuck her in the bathroom.
Yeah, or I might cook something, yeah, or I might cook something, or I might clean my house, or I might do some paperwork. I actually have tons of shit that I want to do, and I don't know, man. I might start getting to it. Unless you had a closer or some final thoughts for the panel, I might shut this thing down since you know since you said since you said that you have work in a little while. Anyway. Do you have a closer for the audience? It's just he muted himself. I suppose I can give the audience my closer. We didn't get too much. I'm into the Illuminati. Crap. We didn't talk. I'm about the elites. We had some fun ass conversations about spitting in hookers' assholes. We had some fun ass conversations about friends with benefit stories and hooker stories and long term relationship stories. We had a fucking blast. And I'm gonna and I don't think I'm going to. I don't think that I'm going to mix it up too much because it's so hard to talk about elite scum and then to talk about fucking different chicks and spitting in their asshole. It's a lot to go back and forth with. But for the
Well,
sake of keeping interesting shows, I might
I have
try
a,
to go back and forth
I
with
have
it.
a funny story. I have a funny story. Just
Go ahead.
yeah, it's this Arab bitch. She's I'm trying to fuck her, but she tells me that she only fucks dudes who are Arab. But she keeps teasing me, and it's kind of funny because I've been talking dirty to her, and she's not blocking me.
You got to
So
keep your distance. You have to keep your distance because here's okay. You have to keep your distance. If she does let you smash, here's the golden rule. Here's the general rule. Women make rules for alphas. Women break rules for alphas and they make rules for betas.
I understand. So she considers me like a beta. Yeah,
Well,
probably.
well. If you keep your distance and she reaches out and she breaks the rule, then to you she's an alpha. So you have to
Yeah.
keep your distance. You can't be in her orbit. You know, you can't be in her orbit and and always pursuing her if she's making these rules.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. So basically, I have to talk to her much less. Yeah.
Yeah, distance yourself.
She has a giant ass, and well, face is not too. Her face is like a 5, but the ass is fucking giant, man.
You have to distance yourself. And if she reaches out, then you could be like, if she reaches out and she's trying to fuck, then by all means.
Oh,
But
I
but
can tell you. I can
but
tell
but
you.
if she's on some but if she's on some platonic, but if she's on some platonic, I'm friendly, I'm bullshit. I would cut her ass off. I'm in an instant.
Yeah. No, she's not on some planning bullshit because I've been talking. I've been talking about sexual stuff, and she doesn't block me. So yeah, she wants to fuck. But
Well,
there's all kind of
well, well,
uh,
well
those
remember,
kind of
sit.
yeah.
Well, remember, there's talking and then there's actual fucking. Well, remember, sit. There's action and then there's talk. Remember, sit. There's actual fucking and then there's actual talking, and and and,
Yeah.
and I assume, you want to be, and I assume you want the actual fucking as opposed to just talking like yeah girl, like you get her on the phone and you're like yeah bitch, I want to fuck you in your ass and I hope you like it as much as I like it and blah blah
Yeah,
blah
she's
and the
not
point
even.
is
She's not even 1 mile away from my house, so it takes me 5 minutes to go there and fuck her.
if she wants to fuck if you want here's the thing bro, if she wants to fuck I only deal with girls that are enthusiastic about fucking with me unless I donate unless I bring $200 and donate to a prostitute.
Yeah.
The only way the only exception to me not fucking with girls that are enthusiastic and here's the thing I've banged prostitutes that were enthusiastic and in most of them they have some level of enthusiasm. But I'm not going to hang out with a girl. But I'm not going to hang out with a chick who's not enthusiastic about hanging out and fucking. She can fuck and she can take a walk and kick rocks and never be seen again if she's not enthusiastic about fucking I'm around with me.
But I've dealt
If
with
she's not
models.
enthusiastic about fucking around with me, she can kick rocks and stay gone.
I've dealt with women who are like that, and once I begin to fuck them, they want me to be there fucking them every fucking day. Some women are not the kind of enthusiastic all the fucking day. And then you have women with introvert personalities.
If I'm gonna deal with a non-hooker, she has to be enthusiastic about spending time and fucking with me. Bottom line.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Well, sometimes it happens, other times it doesn't. So you don't waste your time with women who are platonic, even if one day you can fuck them. You don't. Yeah. I've done that. I've in the past wasted my time with those kind of women. Sometimes it worked, other times it didn't. See, after a while, I stopped speaking with some of them, and then out of the blue, they contact me basically to go to their home and drink together.
Yeah.
Other times, I kept myself distant from them, and I never heard from them. It depends. If she thinks about you while she's masturbating, she'll call you and you will fuck her.
It's always a plus. It's always a
Yeah.
plus. Anyway, I'm thinking about wrapping this thing up.
Yeah, man.
Wrapping it up. Tomorrow. Today's
See
Thursday.
you.
I plan on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm streaming and putting out some really good streams. So you can come to those. Sit.
Tomorrow? Yeah, man. Yeah, okay. Tomorrow, Saturday. Okay, man.
No, tomorrow's Friday night. Tomorrow's gonna be Friday.
It's Friday here. That's why.
So tonight for you, or
Yeah.
No. It's going to be tomorrow for you.
Yeah, no problems, bro. That was a fun stream. And next time you fuck a hooker or a regular girl, spit in her mouth, ass, and pussy at the same time.
That's right. Just one in one motion. Just start spewing. Just start like from top to bottom. Just
yeah. And then she'll be on you like a fucking like a fucking porn actress.
And we'll see.
We'll see. And have some good nights.
What happens? Yes, sir.
Have some good nights. And don't forget your condoms if you fuck hookers.
And I never do. And I've never banged. And I've never banged a hooker raw. Never banged hookers raw, and I never will. And on that note, me and Sith, we will see you guys later.
See you. Ciao.